Having the best internet speed doesn't mean that your live stream will not be interrupted, but the optimum setting will help you to bring the best during your live stream. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on my channel, and enable the notification. Leave it as it is. Alright. And yeah, welcome back to MH Gaming with the tips of the week. Alright guys, this time around we're bringing to you on how to live stream with the best setting or the optimum setting on your average internet speed. So before we start, we have to check the speed of our internet. So right now I'm using the speedtest.net to check on our home internet speed. Alright, let us click on go. Wait for the site to load completely, and then click on go. And for your information, my home internet speed during the purchase is actually 30 Mbps, and the upload speed should be 10 Mbps as per what they say. And for your information as well, I'm using TP-Link AC100 1300 high gain wireless MU MIMO USB adapter in order to optimize the speed gain from my router at home. Okay, so let us see the speed first. Okay, that is the result. So the download speed is 31.29 Mbps and the upload speed is 10.39. This is quite average for modern internet speed. Okay, so let us open our Streamlabs OBS and directly do the optimum setup that we wanted to share with you guys. So on the Streamlabs OBS, go to your left bottom corner and click on the settings. Okay, on the general part, leave it as it is because we currently use the default setting. We are using the default setting, so no changes should be done over here, as this is the optimum already. Go to the stream tabs, also no changes should be done, as this is only to connect to your stream account. And then go to the output. So this is where we are doing a little bit tweak of the changes that we need to do for the optimization. So I'm not using the advanced tab, as there's a lot of things that we can do on the advanced tab, but since I wanted to share the simplest way that we can do the optimum setting, so we are using the simplest mode of the output. Right, okay, in the output tab we go to the streaming part or the streaming tab, and I'm setting as the video bitrate here as 2500. Okay, and then the encoder here, I'm not by default, I think it is using the software 264, but we wanted to make sure that during the live stream it will utilize the graphic card or graphic GPU that we have on our PC. So push it to use the encoder as hardware. Alright, so the audio bitrate here should be, by default I think it is 160, so no changes. If it is not 160 on your Streamlabs OBS, then you can change it same as like I did. So in the recording part, we doesn't need to change anything because this is not related to the streaming. This is only to screen recording. And then replay buffer, you can select as maximum replay times as 5 seconds. Now proceed to the audio tab. The sample rate and all the settings here, for your information, is actually the default setting, meaning that I'm using the default setting as the optimized setting. So if it is not the same as your setting, then try to do it as what has been shown here. It might help you. Now proceed on the video tab. On the video tabs, it might be different on your PC because on my computer I'm using, the screen is quite big, so the resolution is quite big as well. So the base canvas resolution that we wanted to capture during live stream might be it's huge. So optimized setting could be the nearest to it, which is we selected here the output scaling as 1280 times 720p. Alright, so this is the output scaling from the base canvas that on our screen. So meaning that at least we show to the audience 720p resolution at least, meaning that it is standard definition SD. Alright, so the downscale filter here you can select as bilinear as well, but I think this is also default, meaning that I'm selecting by cubic sharpen scaling as 16 samples to optimize the live stream itself. If it is not the same on your screen, then you can do the same thing on what I'm showing right here. So the next is the FPS type. I'm selecting as common FPS value, and the value is 60. No changes on the hotkey tabs, and if you go to advanced tab, I'm selecting on the general part as process priority to process above normal. We can also use high, but this is at least the minimum setting that I'm using right now. So in the general, process priority is above normal. Now go to video, and the color format is default if I'm not mistaken, as well as the YUV color space and YUV color range. And if the force GPU as render device is not enabled on your Streamlabs OBS, then enable it so that it will utilize your graphic card or graphic processor unit. Now the other things are no changes, as it is by default it is like that. Okay, other than that, that is all. The simplest way to optimize your streaming setup. Now we wanted to test our live stream, whether it will be buffer or not, at least for 1 minute or 30 seconds. So let us try to go live. Call live stream buffer test. Live stream buffer test. Click on next. And then same goes to here. This is the setting for the multi-stream. So you guys can check on the link above on my last video on how to multi-stream on both YouTube and Facebook at the same time. So we are using the optimum setting to multi-stream. Okay, now click confirm and go live. As usual, the YouTube part will take some time to test the buffer. So once this testing is finished, then it will be live on the YouTube. But I believe if you go to now we can go to the tabs. Okay, alright, let us play the video. Let us enable our secondary monitor first. Alright, so that it will show what we are testing. Now I'm going to the tab and try to see on Facebook first, as this is still taking some time to broadcast on YouTube. So let us check on Facebook and see. Alright, because it is already showing on Facebook. See, it's already showing on Facebook. Now the YouTube test process is already finished. We also can open another tab to see if it is showing on our YouTube account or not. See, right? It's already live on YouTube as well. So yeah, how long have we gone for live stream? yeah, more than 1 minute already. So as you guys can see over here, we are live streaming on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time without buffer, with the optimum setting on Streamlabs OBS. Thank you so much for watching. See you again next time in my gaming whenever possible.